Good afternoon. No, you guys can do better than that. Good afternoon. This is Eagle Scout Court of Honors, now called to order. Good afternoon. My name is Darren Nugent, and I am the Scoutmaster for Troop 523. I am pleased to serve as Master of Ceremonies as we honor Justin Ward for attaining Scouting's highest rank, the Eagle Scout Award. This is a great moment worthy of celebration. It is also my privilege to be serving as the first Scoutmaster for Troop 523. The numbers 523 were chosen for our troop for a reason, for May 23rd. That was the date that our troop was established back in 2011. Justin was one of a group of 21 boys who were members of Troop 523 at that time. He has the honor of wearing the founder's patch on his uniform on his left sleeve. Over the past 6 years, 9 of these troop founders have earned the rank of Eagle Scout. Justin will be joining them as the 10th Eagle Scout from the founders group of Troop 523. Before we begin our program, I'd like to welcome all of you and introduce a few special guests. Pastor Mike Long, who is the administrative pastor and elder at the River Christian Church in Corona, who is also an Eagle Scout. Welcome. Mr. Roy Gladwell, the District Eagle Chairman. Welcome, Roy. Ms. Cindy Monroe, Artistic Director and Founder of the Christian Arts and Theater. And Ms. C. Green, Production Manager for the Christian Arts and Theater. I'd like to remind everyone that there will be a reception honoring our new Eagle immediately following the ceremony. It will be held in the building next door at the Christian Arts and Theater. Please plan to join us. If I could now have prepared for the invocation, please rise for the invocation presented by Pastor Mike Long and remain standing for the presentation of colors of the Pledge of Allegiance.
It's a privilege to be here to celebrate your achievement, and it's something that I can tell you. 50 years ago, when I received mine, it never leaves you. You're an Eagle Scout for life. And so take pride in doing that. I wish there were more Eagle Court of Honors celebrating that, because it's worthwhile in remembering and having all your people that love you and adore you come around you to celebrate that time with you. Let's ask God's blessing on today. Father, we give you thanks for allowing us to celebrate Justin today, to celebrate the achievements of hard work, the achievement of developing character and integrity, the achievements, Father, of pouring into others' lives that all encompass becoming an Eagle Scout. I give you praise, Father, that we are allowed to celebrate that with him today. May you pour into his life even yet more the rest of his life. May he take this moment with him as a time of pride in his accomplishment, but also a recognition of his deep needs to rely on you. We give you praise. We welcome your presence here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Color guard attention. Color guard forward march. Color guard cross. Color guard red post colors. Scout salute. Those on uniform, please put your right hand over your heart. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color guard post colors. Color guard salute. 2. Color guard dismissed.
Those in uniform, please show your scout sign. Please join me in the scout oath. Ready, begin. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the scout law, to uphold the people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2. You may be seated.
If I could have Max and Vincent come back up to the stage. The Scout Oath, which was just recited during the presentation of colors, is fundamental in the life of every Scout. So too is the Scout Law. Justin, you have recited the law countless times during your scouting career. May they continue to guide you throughout your life. At this time, will our 12 Scouts please come and present the law and the meaning of each point.
A scout is trustworthy. A scout tells the truth. He is honest and he keeps his promises. People can depend on him.
A scout is loyal. A scout is true to his family, friends, scout leaders, school, and nation.
A scout is helpful. A scout cares about people. He willingly volunteers to help others without expecting payment or reward.
A scout is friendly. A scout is a friend to all and devoted to all scouts.
A scout is courteous. A scout is polite to everyone regardless of age or position. He knows that using good manners makes it easier for people to get along.
The scout is kind. The scout knows there is a strength in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated, without good reason. He does not want harm or kill anything living or anything living. The scout is obedient. The scout follows the rules of his family, school, and church. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks these rules and laws are unfair, he tries to change them in an orderly manner rather than disobeying them.
A scout is truthful. A scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does the task that comes his way. He tries to make others happy. Scout is thrifty. The scout works to pay his way and help others. He saves for the future. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property.
A scout is brave. A scout can face danger, although he is afraid. He has the courage to stand for what he thinks is right, even if others make fun of him or threaten him.
A scout is clean. A scout keeps his body and mind fit. He chooses the company of those who live by high standards. He helps keep his home and community clean.
A scout is reverent. A scout is reverent towards God. He is faithful in his spiritual duties, and he respects the beliefs of others.
Thank you, Scouts. We are here to honor Eagle Scout Justin Ward, but this is not the first time he's been recognized before a court of honor. 6 times before, Justin stood where he received his Scout badge that we each earned each rank leading up to Eagle. Let's take a moment to reflect back on the ranks that he's earned, starting with the rank of Scout.
I am a new Boy Scout. I wear the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of scouting around the world. The 3 parts of the fleur-de-lis represent the 3 parts of the Scout Oath, which I am beginning to learn and live. They are duty to God and country, duty to others, and duty to self.
I'm a Tenderfoot Scout. So the fleur-de-lis on my badge have been added an eagle and a shield, representing my country, and 2 stars, representing truth and knowledge.
I'm a second-class Scout. My badge is a scroll inscribed with the Scout motto, "Be prepared." Suspended from the scroll is a knot reminding me to do a good turn every day.
I am a first-class Scout. My badge shows the complete Scout emblem, the fleur-de-lis, eagle, and shield, stars, and scroll, indicating that I have completed my basic Scout knowledge.
I am a Star Scout. Before me lies unlimited opportunities, just like the stars in the night sky. I can shine as brightly as any of them.
I am a Life Scout, almost an eagle. The heart of my badge shows that I have taken scouting lessons to heart. I'm ready to spread my wings and fly.
So in a few short years, Justin has gone from someone who worked to memorize the Scout Oath and law to someone who strives to live out those words. From someone who wanted to go camping and hiking to someone who's been camping and hiking many times. And now, from someone who needed to be led to someone who can lead others. But what exactly is an Eagle Scout? The 1938 handbook for Scoutmasters puts it this way. He is a young man who is qualified to help others as well as take care of himself. His badge is not a decoration, but rather a symbol of knowledge and ability. So what does one have to do to achieve the rank of Eagle? In all, an Eagle Scout has to complete 325 different requirements. Justin earned the Scout badge in the ranks of Tenderfoot, second class, first class, Star, and Life, and finally Eagle. And along the way, he earned 13 required merit badges, 12 elected merit badges. Justin logged more than 30 nights of camping, 26 miles of hiking. He participated in many scouting events and summer camps, and was a member of the Inland Empire Council group that attended the 2013 National Jamboree in West Virginia. An Eagle has to have served in a troop leadership position for at least 16 months. Justin spent 4 years as a then chief and also held the position of troop scribe, assistant senior patrol leader. An Eagle Scout will spend at least 13 hours on service projects, not including the Eagle Service Project. Justin logged 37 hours of service to the community in conjunction with the troop, and an additional 90 hours outside of the troop. The focus of Justin's Eagle Project is the very reason we are holding this ceremony here at the Corona Civic Center Theater. Justin has had the privilege of performing in many theater productions on this stage as part of the Christian Arts and Theater, commonly known as CAP. He was eager to get back to CAP by having his Eagle Project be something that would benefit the organization. He spent many hours first planning this project with the help of Mr. Bob Farid. Mike? Is it Bob Farid? Okay, I apologize. And Sue Green. Next, fundraising for the project materials, which with the help of many families from Troop 523 and CAP, and then actually managing the project on site. As a result, CAP now has 3 walls with multi-tiered built-in racks at their warehouse, which they can use to help better organize and store their large inventory of costumes. You'll see some pictures of this project a little later in the program. In all, Justice Eagle project involved a total of 32 amazing volunteers from CAP and Troop 523, and over 182 hours of work. So it is now time for the highlight of our program, the presentation of the Eagle Scout Award. Eagle is the highest rank in Boy Scouting, which only 4% of all Scouts earn each year. Will the honor guard please escort the candidate to the stage and set a chair for him near the front of the stage. Thank you, guys. So Justin, it says right here in the script, as your scoutmaster, I get to say a few words. I don't prepare these words, and sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad, but they're from the heart. And some words that come to mind when I think of Justin is quiet. As a matter of fact, I think if quiet was part of the law, you got that nailed. You were one of the quietest scouts. You know, when we're out and doing things, you can kind of hear certain voices. You know where scouts are. I never knew where you were because you're just so quiet. Another word that comes to my mind is dependable. And no matter what it was, what time it was, where we were at, what we were doing, if I turned to you and needed something to be done, you never questioned it, and I want to thank you for that, and made a big difference in the troop because of it. A lot of memories do come to mind. The endless hours of patch trading in West Virginia, our walk through Mount Vernon, and get these glimpses of your face going through George Washington's home. Walking through the hall of our nation's capital, or being lit by a campfire playing Mafia at one of our many endless Mafia games. You guys will have to ask a scout what that means. I'm going to take the time out of it. It was a good time. So, Justin, you have been an integral part of this troop, and I'm so proud to see you reach this rank. It's much deserved. You work really hard. And congratulations. By becoming an Eagle Scout, you gain more than a pretty medal to wear. You also gain some important responsibility. I'd like to ask Mr. Gilman Combs, one of our troop's assistant scoutmasters and Eagle Scout, to come to the podium and outline these responsibilities for you.
Justin, as an Eagle Scout, becoming an Eagle Scout is a great accomplishment. Being an Eagle Scout is a great responsibility. The Eagle Scout badge is not simply recognition of past service and achievement, it is also a call to future service and achievement. As an Eagle Scout, the Scout oath, law, motto, and slogan should take on a new meaning for you. There is a picture of the Eagle Scout badge hanging on the front of this building. There are 5 parts to the badge which represent the responsibilities you have as an Eagle Scout. As an Eagle Scout, your first responsibility is to live with honor. You are a marked man, a leader.
for good or ill, people will follow the example you set. Give up anything before you give up your reputation and good name. Let the light of the Eagle Badge remind you of honor. Your second responsibility as an Eagle Scout is to be loyal. As a follower, you promise to be loyal to those above you. Now, as a leader, you must also be loyal to those below you, treating them as you want to be treated. And you must also be loyal to your ideals, not letting others sway you from your course. Let the blue of the Eagle Badge remind you of loyalty. Your third responsibility as an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Stepping into your new role as a leader, you will face many challenges and obstacles. You must have the courage to do what is right. Let the red of the Eagle Badge remind you of your courage. Your fourth responsibility is to serve others. For a leader is above all a servant. Let the practice of the daily good turn become a lifetime of service. For only in giving of yourself do you give anything of value. Let the scroll and knot of the Eagle Badge remind you of service. The final responsibility of the Eagle Scout is to have vision. As a leader, you must As a leader, you must now blaze your own trail and look forward into the future. Many people will follow you, but only with vision will you lead them in the right direction. Let the silver eagle hanging from the Eagle Badge remind you of vision.
Now, if I could ask Dr. Mike Ferrari, one of our troop's former Assistant Scoutmasters, also an Eagle Scout, come up and meet our candidate in the Eagle Scout Promise.
Justin, at the start of today's Court of Honor, you joined with your fellow scouts in repeating the Scout Oath. Now you will stand and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout Promise. Though the words you say are similar to those you've said so many times before, this afternoon, they will mean more to you than they ever have. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words which close the Declaration of Independence. Justin, please stand. And I invite all Eagle Scouts in the audience to also stand at this time and rededicate themselves by repeating the Eagle Scout Promise with our new Eagle Scout. Go ahead and stand up. Please make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, my rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this, I pledge my sacred honor. 2. Eagles in the audience, you may please be seated. And if I could just say one word, that as I was found with you, the word that came to my mind was exemplary. You've always done a great job.
Would the honor guard please escort the candidates' parents to the stage? The honor guard, if you would remain on stage, thank you. Justin, your parents have undoubtedly been the primary source of support, strength, and encouragement, and have played a significant role in your standing here today. No one will ever know how many ways your mother helped and supported you along the path to Eagle. I'd like your mother to pin the Eagle medal on your uniform. In recognition of your mother's devotion, please present her with the Eagles Mother's Pin. Your father has been a source of much advice, guidance along the Eagle Trail, so I'd like him to present the Eagle Badge to you. In return, Justin, please present your father with the Eagle Father's Pin. No scout can become an Eagle Scout without his fellow scouts. Can I have the honor guard present Justin with his Eagle neckerchief and slide? Now, Justin, it is time for you to take the light candle, and like your fellow scouts did earlier, place it on the Eagle brand post. It gives me great pleasure to present to you our Eagle Scout, Justin Ward. Card, would you please escort Justin's parents back to their seats? It is now time to hear from Eagle Scout Justin Ward.
Hello everyone. Thank you all for being here and for supporting me along this journey. I hope you've enjoyed the ceremony so far and will enjoy the rest of your day as well. Now to this day, I remember being a little Cub Scout visiting a Boy Scout troop. I was sitting in the meeting and I saw two Scout Scouts with a little bit different uniforms on. I noticed their unique red, white, neckerchiefs and their different badges. I knew Eagle Scout was all the time and I was able to figure out that those were Eagle Scouts. And seeing them there caused me to make a decision. I decided right there that I wanted to be a Boy Scout and I wanted to become an Eagle Scout. So ever since then, ever since the Cub Scouts, it's been my primary goal is getting Eagle Scouts and Boy Scouts. However, throughout my years in scouting, I almost lost sight of that goal multiple times. I moved slowly through the ranks up to Eagle, and I lost motivation sometimes to complete the necessary requirements to get to Eagle. If it wasn't for my family, my friends, both the Cat and Boy Scouts, and all of my Scout leaders, I absolutely would not have made it to this point. Scouting isn't always easy, especially when we're talking about Eagle Scouts. And I owe those who helped me and encouraged me along the way. It was hard work, but I'm very glad that I had everyone by my side. Leading up to this Court of Honor, I've reflected a lot on my past in scouting. I've relived many of the great times I've had, reminisced on all the great friends I've made, and reflected on all the challenges I've had to face. But throughout this process, I've noticed one thing. Every experience that I can remember has led to some sort of growth. Boy Scouts has shaped me into who I am today, and has helped me mature on many fronts. I don't know who I would be and where I would be if I was not a Scout. Although I will admit that working on requirements wasn't always the most fun. It was one of those things that I am the most thankful for in my life. Not only did I learn outdoor skills and etiquette in these requirements, but I also learned skills in economics, the job field, and even cooking. It is for this reason that I've vowed to address all the Boy Scouts that have not yet achieved Eagle Scout. If you're on the fence about whether or not to go for Eagle, do it. I cannot recommend it enough. The amount of useful information I learned in the process is absolutely huge and completely irreplaceable. Even if Scouts seems boring or you just don't like being busy with all of it, just keep going, just push through and just get through it. It's completely worth it no matter how hard it may seem. I would now take the time to thank a few people who have been absolutely pivotal in my journey to Eagle. First, I'd like to thank my family. They've put up with me and helped me get through every up and down of the Boy Scouts process, and I am so thankful for each and every one of them. Additionally, I mentioned earlier that I wouldn't be here were it not for my Scout leaders. That is why I want to take some time to thank 3 specific Scout leaders who have helped me an incredible amount on my way to this point. Would Mr. Nugent, Mr. Salat, and Mr. McIntyre please come to the stage? You 3 have been absolutely vital in my career to Eagle, and you have taught me something that will keep me for the rest of my life. And that is why I'd like to present each of you with a mentor, signifying your importance to me in my Scout career, and as a huge thank you for all you do. There are also a few people who have helped me on the way during this journey, and I guess for all of you. So if I could meet Pastor Long, Megan Ward, Mr. Andrews, Dr. Ferrari, Mr. Pettijohn, Mr. Romero, Mrs. Green, Mrs. Monroe, Mr. Langford, Mr. McCombs, Mr. Higby, Mrs. Ladd, and Mr. James at the reception, I can give these to you a great appreciation. Thank you. In closing, I would once again like to thank all of you for coming today and for all of your support all over the years. It means a lot, and I'm very, very grateful. The ceremony isn't quite over yet, but I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you at the reception.
Thank you, Justin. And you would take your seats with your family. Me on that one, good. We are going to play a special slideshow highlighting your scouting career. So Sit down, relax, enjoy the show. Sorry. So this is, we are a scouting family, so at this point, we are welcoming anybody that would want to come up and say a few words to Justin about Justin. Now's the time.
Hi, I'm Michelle Hestad, and I've had the privilege of joining the Ward family and to Christian Arts and Theater. And one of the first gentlemen I met when they first came, I wanted to make sure I said hello, Mr. Ward, Mr. Ward. You can call me Tom. Still, I'm sorry I go back to Mr. Ward, but I can just tell from that moment that you were such a strong impact. I knew you'd be a strong impact on Kat as a father to our lovely kids, and you've just been a constant. And I can see that in Justin and my beautiful friend, Chris. We prayed together for our children, and I'm just so blessed to have a tiny little partner in that. I'm just so honored to be here. And Justin, I just know God's got some amazing things for you. Thank you.
My name is Ray Rivera. I put it being an assistant scoutmaster for Troop 523, but probably more importantly for today, I had the honor of being Justin's den leader throughout his whole Cub Scout career. And we were talking about what is Justin, what to describe him, and I always think it's genuine. This kid's real. And he's not a kid anymore. I think he's a little 8-year-old, but certainly he's a grown man. He has accomplished so much. I've seen him do so much. I remember as a Cub Scout leader, I got a call one day from this nice woman. Man, she asked a lot of questions. And anyone who's dealing with this before knows that she's very thorough and really wants to know exactly how it's going to go down. And it's great. I love her. She's a dear friend, but she's fantastic. And one of the first things she told me is, I don't really understand this scouting thing, but my son really wants to do it. But I want to tell you now, we're not campers. And I'm thinking, all right. This is going to be rough, but then her son came, and obviously Justin, very respectful, very quiet, and but he just ate everything up. Everything that he was ever asked to do, he did. He was never one of the ones. Normally, anybody who has to deal with Cub Scouts know that around half the time, and Justin's the one that was always there doing his work. So I just want to say, Justin, I'm very proud of you, I'm proud to know you, and I really look forward to the future of you.
Hello, I'm Dylan Pryor, and I was proud to serve in PAC T51, the Cub Scouts troop that I was serving with Justin, and Mr. Ray, PAC leader, and I gotta say, it was a privilege to be a part of this kind of group. I mean, Justin, I knew that you had that sort of drive, and I knew that from in the beginning when I joined the PAC T51. And there was a drive that I didn't have in me, but I knew you were going to have it in you. And
something that, I don't know, I just saw. And from the winter camps, from the Hyman Derby races, to the countless badges that we are together, I just want to say that it is an honor to call you Eagle Scout. So thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Justin's girlfriend, Maddie. I just wanted to say I'm really, really proud of him, but beyond just being my boyfriend, that's really cool because I get to date him and he's like the most amazing guy on the entire planet. Before everything, Justin's a friend and Justin's one of my best friends before he's my boyfriend. And like looking around, there's so many people here that came because Justin is such an amazing friend and amazing person and he's so respectful. And everything he does to help others, he does it to be kind. And for that to be a trait someone has, and just to see that every single day, it's truly amazing. I love you very much, and I'm very proud of you.
Hello everybody, I'm Sean McIntyre, Cup Master of Pack 421. Justin, thank you for your dedication and commitment to our boys from Den 2 and the Dragon Slayers. Thank you for your patience and just, you were just always there. I could always rely on you all the time and you did a fantastic job. And I also received a few phone calls from us since we were. So, in the beginning, just started out as our new den chief first year. And not knowing that I'm supposed to keep the same den chief for multiple years, I had sent out an email and left a message with Justin. And, thank you for your help. You did a great job. And I was going to get another den chief, not thinking that was what I was supposed to do. But sure enough, I received that phone call and what happened to Justin do? And I said, nothing. It was great. So that right there just told me the level of commitment that I was going to get out of Justin, and it was a great time for me. So thank you.
Over the years that I've known you, it's been great. Over the past 6 years that you've been a part of 523, it's been one of the best. I was very unsure about you, very awkward right when I saw you. But all in all, you're a great guy. I remember back in 2013, we were getting ready to leave the Jamboree, and I still had to go by 10 partners. I was very concerned, very scared, and I was on the verge of crying. And the next thing I know, Justin comes up to me and was like, hey, can you be 10 partners? And from that day forward, he became one of the best friends on the Jamboree. Every single day he wanted to do something, and I was just chill. But no, I still got my idea. I went with him. We went to go do pretty much everything we could do. And it was probably one of the best experiences that I could have with Justin, and I really appreciate it, and I'm really glad that I was friends with him.
I just wanted to come up real quick. My name is Rob Evans, and I was lucky enough to be the first committee chair for 523 when we started. And I remember when Justin and my son Logan started with the troop at the very beginning, and how special that was. I remember conversations with Chris and Todd about, how's this going to go? And I kept reassuring him because I had the scouts before. Hey, this is great. He's going to love it. It's going to be a great time. I think I remember one of the very first trips we took was Red Cloud. It was out in the middle of the desert. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. I mean, really nowhere. There was nothing, not even water. I think there are a lot of questions about that, and I keep reassuring Chris. Yeah, I'll go. I had to go on that one and make sure everything was good. But I remember living just outside of this big one in the middle of the desert. Yeah, but they were sure that was going to be fine. I remember we were having some fun, and you were discussing something, and Darren made this gesture, smacked his hand right into some cactus. First, sorry, it's terrible. And then we just started laughing. And I saw Justin smiling and loving, and everybody was laughing. You really picked up the pace. It was really nice, man. It was great. From there on out, it was good. But Justin's always been a stand-up guy, always very honorable, unbelievable moral standards. If I can impress upon you, and it's something I do in my job, I get to recognize kids. And one of the things I get to do at graduation is recognize kids. That's graduating from high school, if you guys don't know me. I'm probably the only high school that I even know of that recognizes Eagle Scouts for their honor and what they've done. And I get a cord to wear at graduation because it's so special. And even though I'm not an Eagle myself, I know what it takes to get there. And one of the things I always impress upon them is to always remember one of the most important pieces is that it's forever. So please take that and go with that. But it's been an honor and pleasure to know you all these years, and you've grown to be quite the man, and you're unbelievable on the microphone. So, keep up the good work, and I know we'll see good things in the future. Thank you.
So, my name is Darren, and I'm also recovering from the Chris Ward barrage. And Todd, you won, buddy. You didn't camp one night. I thought 6 years to get you in a tent, and you won. I can't believe it. I wanted to follow up with a few things, more thoughts that came to my mind when thinking of Justin. There's a fine line between humble and self-confidence. And let me tell you something, Justin. When your self-confidence catches up with your abilities, we better all watch out. You're going to set the place on fire. I'm really proud of you. So, in closing, this has been a very special afternoon. Thank you all for coming and participating in this wonderful event. And let me give our new Eagle Scouts one more round of applause. We invite everybody to join us for the reception next door at the county offices. At the close of the ceremony, please exit back to the theater to the lobby, turn left, go out the double doors, follow the walkway, and sign on the reception. I would also like to remind everyone to please sign the guest book. At this time, we could have the benediction.
Would you all please stand with me? Let's ask the benediction on the events of today, but also I'd like to ask God's blessings on your future. Because you got a bright one, you got a big one. Let's pray. Father, we thank you so much for your presence here today. I thank you for the honor of hearing so many people speak of the impact that Justin has had even thus far in their lives. We give you praise for that. We pray, Father, that you will continue to allow that impact. And Father, I pray for blessings on his life. Will you walk before him, Father? Will you cause us to constantly draw near to you as you draw near to him? Will you cause him, Father, to not trust in his own ways, but to lean on you in all ways? And Father, as he does that, may he achieve, may he realize, Father, that achievement isn't something that has happened in the past, it is something to look forward to accomplishing in the future. And we give you praise for what you're going to yet do in his life as he trusts in you. We pray this in the powerful name of Jesus. Amen.
I now declare this Eagle Scout Court of Honor adjourned. When Pastor Long I read this out of order, and I apologize for this. You did such a great job on this, but I'm going to go ahead and close this court of honor, and we are adjourned. This concludes our ceremony, and we'll see you all in the reception. Thank you.